Does NHL have the worst Ultimate Team mode? Hey guys, what's up? Superstardom or Luke's guys, another NHL 21 Hockey Ultimate Team video, and today we're talking hunt. That is right. So let me be clear. This isn't gonna be a video of me just getting down, squatting, and pooping on EA. That's not the case. I legitimately want the game to be better, and I want the game to improve. Simple as that. I'm not here to call EA lazy or say, oh, just copy and paste this. Like, it's so much more than that, and I think videos that do that, or tweets, or Reddit threads that do that, are just pointless. But these new cards that came out and have been coming out have me thinking about this, how difficult it is to get these cards. Like, we'll go on the market right now. So obviously that 96 overall Werenski, sick card. If I'm a Blue Jackets fan, I want that card. But you know what the issue is? No one's opening packs except on Wednesdays. So let's go look. Left-handed demons, Shades of Summer. Let's see how many of these cards are actually on the market. All right. I guess I should search Columbus. Wow, shocker, there's none. All right, you know what? What about Ryan Suter? Ryan Suter, he's on Dallas. You know what? That's fine. None. That's crazy. Who would have thought? Okay, what about a card that's been on the in the game for a while? Seth Jones. No Seth Jones. That's crazy. Okay, but theoretically, what about Marc-Andre Fleury? No Marc-Andre Fleury's. Like, I think that is the reason why I tweeted out, does NHL have the worst Ultimate Team? It's a whole thread on Twitter. I'll link it down below. Interesting. There's good tweets in there. There's bad tweets in there. But that's the focus of today's video. But either way, we're going to hop into a game of Hockey Ultimate Team while I rant a little bit. All right, no, it's not a rant. It's not a rant. All right, getting into a Heart Rivals game in August. I've never had more fun, but I think the main thing I want to start and talk about is how repetitive and broken... Berkey, are you kidding? And I'm getting extreme snipe while I'm in the middle of a rant. All right, well, you guys are going to watch me get absolutely dominated. But either way, it's about me. It's not about the gameplay. Don't even look at the gameplay. But like I said, it's all about how repetitive HUD is, and that's in gameplay aspect and like menu and sets and whatnot. So I think the biggest thing I've asked for in the last 2+ years is be able to make sets not based around gold collectible. And they've done that in the past where, hey, you need, if you want to get a 99 brand side, you need a Blackhawks jersey and this and that. But the issue is they add it too late. They add it late in the game where those cards are extinct because everyone trades them in this way, that way. But it just doesn't work adding them in the way they have been. And the biggest way they could fix this problem is by making sets based on player value. So FIFA is the best example of this, where they have squad battle challenges where you have to build a whole squad and certain overalls, certain chemistry. I don't really need all that in NHL. I just need the overalls. And I think now is a really good example of where that SBC aspect could come into great play here, because I want that 97 Seth Jones. Let me trade in a bunch of 96 pluses for him, or a chance at him. And it's impossible. At this point, the only way to get the player content is by opening packs. And obviously that's what EA wants at the end of the day. But at the same time, like, it's August. I'm not ripping packs.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
So, and even in the beginning of the year, man, like, obviously rerolls are such a huge thing. Even like the icon sets, man, like, halfway through the first month or two, I'm sitting there with some bronze icons I never use anymore. And if I was able to say, hey, trade in 3 85 pluses for an 87 overall, 100% I'd do it. So at the end of the day, having a system where, like I said, the sets are based on card values and not so much an artificial value that gold collectibles and icon collectibles are, I think that'd be huge. And I think the same thing can be said about icon sets. Like, it's just, at this point, icon collectibles are, they've been the same thing for 3 years, right? And it's just, there needs to be something different. Whether that's, hey, I will say this, I've suggested this idea for probably 4 years now, and it has somewhat come to light. Not really. Icon collectibles. Hey, you want that 86 overall bronze Chelios? Collect these players from the Red Wings, Habs, Chicago Wolves, and the Hawks, obviously. But instead, we're sitting here trying to collect 50 gold players just to turn it into an untradeable. And it's just like, what is the point, man? And at the end of the day, man, the untradeable issue doesn't really exist if there are these sets. Like, in my collection at any given time, in the height of the NHL 21 gameplay, I probably had 15 plus 88s overalls just sitting in my collection, Maybe because I don't use them, maybe because they don't fit my team synergy-wise, maybe because they're just bad. And you know what? I'm just stuck with them. I really can't do anything. Or like cases like Leon Draisaitl, team of the season and team of the year, are sitting in my collection collecting dust, and there's nothing that I can do. Like, at the end of the day, man, I totally understand that untradeable is a give and take. You get it for quote-unquote cheaper, and you have to deal with him being untradeable, but at the same time, like, you gotta give me something, man. So I think that one small change could seriously change the trajectory of HUT for a long time, just because it allows them to create so much more, way more sets, and allows players to get way more cards just by playing the game. And in my mind, man, that makes Rivals rewards and Champs rewards, Squad Battles rewards, that much more valuable. And the whole Squad Battles, HUT Champs, Rivals thing, man, this has been a thing since Rivals came out. There's just no reason to play Rivals, right? Like, there's no reason to care about winning or losing in Rivals. I only play Rivals because literally it's the only thing I can play. Now, that being said, if there were objectives like we've had in the past where, hey, you know what, I'm playing these rival games, kind of don't really mean anything, but hey, if I score a lot of goals this game, I can get close to finishing this objective or that objective. That gives me a reason to play Rivals. Now, nothing. Now, someone in my chat literally just now said, hashtag bring back online seasons. No, online season is the exact same thing as Rivals. I don't care what Bacon says. Like, at the end of the day, man, they need to reward us for playing. And a lot of people, me included, have absolutely loved the way that MLB has done a lot of things. But this year specifically, their parallel system. So to kind of explain it, basically, if you know what parallels are, like in trading cards, they're different versions of cards that are limited. And so basically what it is you're able to upgrade a player +1 overall just by using it. And it gives you, on the front of the card, it gives you an exclusive number. Like on Chris Bryant, I am parallel number 5. I am the 70th person to have that card. So it says 70 out of however many cards have, or how many ever people have got to that parallel. And that allows me to make that 81 overall Chris Bryant into, all of a sudden, he gets a +5. He's an 86 overall. And even if they're not going to do objectives, man, that works for me. If I'm able to have a 88 overall Taze, and you're like, you know what, 88 overall Taze, that kind of blows. I wish he was a little bit better. Let me just grind out some goals with Jonathan Taze. Like, I mean, it's such a good idea and such a great system. That's one that I would love NHL to bring in. But like I said, man, at the end of the day, a lot of it has to do with the sets being so repetitive with the gold collectibles. And I know Deadhead, who's always in my streams, Twitter, all that good stuff. We love Deadhead. Brought up upgrading players. Like, that's a really good idea. I would love to be able to upgrade my player. Like, give me a, I don't know, give me an 80. You start with an 85 overall, and you have to trade in 86 overalls to get him to 86. You have to trade in 87 overalls to get him to 87. Like, being able to upgrade your whatever player you want or a type of player is huge. But yeah, like I was saying, the biggest thing, the frustration is that they put out all this content, and it's honestly pretty good content. Like, I really like the Shades of Summer cards. I like the idea behind it, getting players in uniforms that we're not usually seeing, helping with theme teams, and I like most of the content that they put out. The issue is that, one, it's still super expensive to get cards this late in the game, where literally I'm one of like 13 people playing. And even during the heyday, man, if people aren't opening packs, those cards are impossible to get. And it's such a broken system where I'm sitting here playing in August. I want to use a 98 Marc-Andre Fleury. Even if I had 300k, it's literally impossible to get that card because it's only through packs. And now I will say, yes, I did just get scored on, but I was also thinking of my next topic. But like, the biggest thing too is that the grind, right? Like, the HUT Champs grind is one specifically that I think I experience more than almost others because I'm average at the game. Like, if you're a top 100 player, you probably really don't mind Champs. Like, you get a bunch of packs. You don't have to play that much. Like, you know what I mean? If you're a good player, Champs is really good to you. But if you're in that middle tier like me, man, I'm out here grinding for 12 wins, and just because someone happened to get more points than me, I get a worse reward. Like, come on, we won the same amount of games. So I think a big thing for me too is including a revamped HUT Champs system, which, dude, I think FIFA again does a great job with their champs where, hey, you know what? It's not just a set player. It's not, hey, you're playing for 84 overall Messi. I don't know why I said 84. Like, say like 93 overall Messi for the top 20. If you don't know, in FIFA, you basically get a pick pack, which is just a choice pack, of the last team of the week. And so basically what happens is you get this choice pack, and you have a choice of, depending on how you finish, you get a choice of 1, 2, or 3 untradeable team of the week items, but they have a sweet design and they're known as reds. Like, that's just, they have a sweet looking design. And in NHL, man, give them more synergies. Like, it's such a great way of doing it. One, because there's a lot more variety in the rewards. Not everyone's playing with the 94 Eichel, who maybe they doesn't fit on their team, but it also stays up to date with how what the overalls are at. Because at the end of the day, like right now, we're playing for 94 overalls. Most 94 overalls aren't making anyone's team at this point, especially if you're top 20. So it's such a simple way to make Hut champs that more exciting, where, hey, you know what, I may only get 11 wins, but you know what, I have that one chance at getting a team of the week Ovi with a sweet design. I'm gonna grind for that one extra win. You know what I mean? Like, it's such a simple way for them to just improve champs for us a little bit more, and it doesn't make sense why they don't do it. It seems like an easy enough fix. Like, in my mind, you make a pack, you put it on, they could have done it this year. You make a choice pack, put it on the Shades of Summer design, or a design they haven't even used, and go from there. But I don't know. Man. There's a lot of things, like on Twitter, man, like I'm so sick of seeing people say, you know what, just copy MLB, just copy FIFA, copy Madden. And Madden's biggest thing that they have going for is their challenges. Like, MLB challenges and Madden challenges are probably the two best by far. Now, that being said, I don't know if that's just because baseball and football are more situational based than hockey is. Obviously, like, you're down by 1, bottom of the ninth, 2 outs, hit a home run. Or, hey, you know what, fourth and long, get a first down. You know what I mean? As opposed to, you're on a power play, you have 2 minutes to score a goal. Like, it's much more situational based, those sports are. So I don't know if I'll ever be convinced that NHL challenges can be that intuitive or that fun for me, but I'm all about it. I think offline NHL is in a really bad spot. If you don't play squad battles, you play nothing. You get no rewards based on playing. Like, it's brutal, and it doesn't make any sense to me why you're not able to earn cards from events. Like, it's crazy to me. Like, you're telling me they can't put out a challenge set where, hey, you know what, you get one player item from the current event. It could be a 90, you have a chance at a 90, it could also be an 87. You know what I mean? All those player cards you put out. Like, it just doesn't really make sense to me. And like, same with the master set, and even of the objectives. Like, it doesn't make sense to me that they can't put out objectives every set that says, hey, you know what, hey, it costs a lot to get these cards. If you don't want to pay that much, grind for it. And that grind, either offline squad battles or even exhibition, whatever you want to put it in, or put it in online. I think Deadhead also brought up a very good example. He's a Preds fan. He's looking for a McCarron. I honestly don't even know who that is. He's 85 overall. He cannot get an 85 overall card in August because no one is opening packs. I don't know how EA sees this and doesn't see an issue. But I don't know, man. At the end of the day, man, I'm very excited for NHL 22. People ask me all the time, what am I most looking forward to in NHL 22? And honestly, man, it's just an active community. Because right now, like, I don't know, obviously there's still activity. Like, obviously I'm still playing, you guys are still watching the videos. The market's still somewhat alive. But when NHL is bumping and the market's good and there's new events, new content, that's my favorite thing in the world. So I think today's video, I think I'm gonna end it here in the middle of the game, but I just kind of want to put my thoughts out there. I don't know how long this video was. I tried to keep it as organized as possible, but too long didn't read. Get rid of gold collectibles, make sets based on player value, reward players for playing, and fix Hut champs. But either way, I'll try and score 1 goal for you. Oh, get it! I tried. But either way, I hope you guys did enjoy today's video. I'm sure the comment section is going to be a wild ride, so leave a comment down below on what you want to see the most on NHL 22. And hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you guys did, let me know. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!